White opens with hey with 3 Ys, looking to get freaky by any chance, cutting right to the chase with a girl that he has no idea is a decoy and is actually Schlep. This is a weird way to start a game of text chess, but hey, at least they don't know the opponent is underage yet. Good move. Black asks, how old are you? Giving White the opportunity to consider age before advancing in what I'd like to call freak talk. It was a dumbass move of them to not ask the question first anyway, but a great move from Black for picking up on that. White simply answers 20, keeping the game simple and not making any out of the ordinary opening moves. I'm still going to call this an inaccuracy though, because why have they not asked the same question back? That definitely would have been the best move. Oh, RLLY, I don't know if you're gonna wanna talk to me though. Black replies with an excellent move, insinuating to the opponent that they are underage, but forcing them to inquire further so Schlep and his team can actually tell if they're a creep or not. The move develops some more pieces off the starting square, and the game is getting close to some actual attacks being made. White responds, why's that? Playing their forced move to avoid being checkmated so early into the game. Black then explains I'm younger, choosing to be kind instead of too aggressive, and giving White the option to resign the match while they can. No matter what Black's age is, they have made it clear they are not comfortable with the age gap, making it mandatory for White to resign. Good move. White asks, how much younger are we talking? Really pushing their luck on the attack. They are determined to get freaky with Black, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have their hands clasped together, praying the word 18 comes out of their mouth. I'm underage, I turn underage in a few months. If you're not okay with that, I understand. Black replies to White with a trophy move, which acts as a very good trap. It tells White they are completely off limits, but gives them the option to pursue so that Schlep can catch them red-handed. Absolute cinema. White answers, oh, well, I'm okay it if you're okay with sucking my dick. Going all in on the attack with an inexcusable blunder. This guy had his mind set on one goal the entire game, and that goal is set with a minor, which honestly deserves a lifetime text chess ban. Next. So, you want to hang out with a 20-year-old, White opens with a move that breaks a literal text chess record. It's the first move to be a criminal move off the opening, because at this point, Schlep has made them well aware that Black is underage. These players need to be put down. Black hits back with, oh, yeah, cute face, doing a good job at impersonating a little girl with an excellent move. It's also vague enough to let White do the talking, which could let them worsen their already weaker position. White asks, really? Choosing to double down on their previous move like an absolute fucking psychopath. At this point, the FBI aren't just watching this game, they're setting up folding chairs around the board ready to jump onto this predator. Blunder. Yes, I'd really like that. You mean IRL, right? Is Black's response, progressing the conversation to a point that lets Schlep and his team confront White face to face. This excellent move does that by pinning the queen to the king and removing it from the match. White answers, yeah, I want to ask a weird question, lol. And okay, I'm now starting to get a little bit scared, even more than I was before. The questions White has asked so far are already weird, so who knows how weird their version of weird is. These FBI agents on foldable chairs are definitely getting out their handcuffs now. Mistake. Black encourages, ask away, up, which is a good move, playing the psychological mind games of telling White what their next move should be to try and catch them out. Well, I have 2 questions, but it's weird. White basically repeats their previous move, but adds what they have 2 questions, which is honestly just a waste of time and a miss. A better move would have been resigning the match when the game started, but whatever. I want to hear. Black plays a forced move, prompting for the answers again, and White is definitely about to spill out some diabolical shit. Be prepared to want to bleach your eyes and book a therapy appointment. Maybe 2. White says, I was gonna ask if I could see your ass, going all in on the attack, but not in a good way. This attack breaks almost every code that text chess has and is definitely labeled as cheating the system by picking up on that and making it a blunder. It also leaves several gaps in defense for Schlep and the team to farm more evidence that White is a creep. Black replies, I don't take pics like that, sorry, taking a step back from all the previous talk, but still going down as a mistake. The best move in this situation would have been sending a full-face picture to get some foul compliments from the D1 Gooner playing White. This still isn't the worst move possible though. Yeah, I forgot your age, I'm sorry. And the other question was if you wanted to be my girlfriend. Either White is a goldfish or White has Alzheimer's, because anyone in good condition does not forget the age of their opponent that quickly. This is a lame excuse in hopes that the admins let him slide, but inaccuracy isn't going to help. Schlep and his team managed to get this White player arrested. Next, Dad, what are you doing? Question mark is White's opening move, clearly concerned by some sort of action. Something tells me I don't actually want to know what their dad's doing, but we'll read on anyway. Book move. Black replies with, shh, no questions, and then in brackets, takes son's pants off, going all out attack with the Alabama Gambit. This move deserves no less than a criminal move grading, and I think I'm going to be using that a lot more than usual in this video. White hits back screaming, "Dad, stop," on the defense, clearly traumatized by the Alabama Gambit. At this point, I'm starting to think the family game night is starting to go a little bit unexpected. Maybe playing Roblox together wasn't the right choice. Good move for resisting. Some random spectator says LMFAO with more O's than girls in my DMs, followed by Black's response, which is, in brackets, start sucking. And holy shit, this has gone way out of proportion. I thought the last move from Black was offensive, but this one has gone another level, forcing an eventual checkmate if played correctly. White replies, ew, dot, almost escaping the eventual checkmate before folding and saying, "Oh, that feels so good," and what can be described as an incredible blunder. My guy was so close to countering Black's offense again, but fell for the trap like a goddamn freak. This family needs to be checked. With the green light, Black continues to suck, turning the eventual checkmate into a mate in one with a great move. I feel so bad with the children inside of this Roblox game, and the only reason it's great is because it makes White fall for the trap. I thought this platform was supposed to be safe for kids. White then shouts, "Aw," confirming their checkmate and hopefully their appointment for a therapy session. This is the only thing worse than hearing your parents do the deed, actually doing it with them. Next, White opens with, "I love that, asterisk, purrs, asterisk," jumping into the game with some neutral roleplay, which is a blunder equivalent of using the bong cloud opening. It usually always leads to some messed up shit. Black hits back saying, asterisk, farts more, asterisk, that's meal good, question mark, continuing the roleplay theme and accepting the opening with a good move. I might have called it a great move if they didn't ask if their goddamn farts smell good. It's a fart. If it smells good, then there's something wrong with you. Wait, they're not even done. Black follows up with, you smell like you need to poo, asterisk, holds out hand near bum, asterisk. Don't be embarrassed. And this shit is so ridiculously creepy that it even scares White into resigning, and they started it. I feel like Black needs a warning tag next to their game in any future games if they're even allowed on the platform, which apparently Roblox tends to do. Next, White explains, "My stomach hurts" bag, making their first pawn in the match and not really making an effect on it. Book move. Black responds, "Oof," meaning one thing, they could not care any less than they do. This attacking good move shows White that they are not here to piss around and adds some more intrigue to the game. Sad face is White's next move, and instead of fighting back like a high elo player, they for real just stayed where they were and frowned. Talk about being a coward, what an inaccuracy. Black decides to be a bit more caring and suggests, "Uh-oh, try poo-poo, question mark, that's what I do," which is a good suggestion for a stomach ache and all, but this much detail is not needed in a Roblox chat. How do these guys censor numbers but not TMI things like this? Anyway, Black plays a great move, giving a nice suggestion to their opponent so they don't resign. Hashtag BRB. Sometimes I try throw up when my stomach hurt, lol, exclamation point. White responds with a good move, ending the game in a stalemate because both players were too pussy to make something happen. Also, the LOL wasn't needed at the end because it honestly wasn't funny. Next, White starts with a casual "what's up," throwing out the E4 of text chess and giving that Black the choice of where to bring this game. That would be a definite great move because it's honestly not done that often, and I would definitely call it that. Black hits back with, "Hey big dad, me on the floor," and out of every possible response, this was not on my guessing list. Not that I had one, but you get the point. Making things this weird on your first move isn't a playstyle that I support and always results in a mistake. "Bro, what?" is what White responds with, and the scariest thing is that considering this took place on Roblox, it could so easily be some traumatized 10-year-old. I don't even know what to rank this move because all it is utter shock from what Black did. I'll give it a miss because they'll be missing their innocence. Black doubles down with "throat me right now," and the admins didn't censor a single word from this illegal move that somehow passes through their system. As weird as this move is, it still goes down as an excellent though for giving the opponent nothing but shock. Being unpredictable is one of the most important things for winning text chess games. Of course, I don't support this move on an ethical basis. I'm not David Baszucki. Out of nothing but fear, white replies nah, which acts as their resignation from the game, meaning black somehow gains elo from this. Let's just hope it suddenly doesn't become meta. Next, white opens with sorry I passed out, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, good morning, period. If you manage to creep out Schlepp to the point he starts using passing out as an excuse, you are something else, certified D1 predator, good move. Fortunately, white doesn't need any affirmation to give any evidence because they go crazy on their next move. Good morning, just well, one small thing, period. I know it's morning, but I stayed up, ... I'm thinking about someone a lot, dash, heh. My GF Tiffany, blushing face, heh, cuddles you, I know I have to try and rest, but, in italics, rubs your hair. But all I could think about was you, in italics, kisses you. Okay, what the actual f have my eyes just been exposed to? I think I need a liter of breach just to get rid of what I've just seen. This creepy as hell blunder gives Schlepp's team just enough evidence to pursue the pred and shows just how weird their fantasies are. All I'm gonna say is bro definitely has Reddit installed. Schlepp then just says, white asks for a picture of black and their decoy sends one, which is a brilliant move in trying to get the most dirty stuff out of the predator. White responds with oh with a massive amount of M's, a massive amount of H's, and a 4 G's, baby with 3 B's and 5 Y's, confounded face emoji, you are so hot, blushing face, thank you for that my love, heart emoji, heh, another weird face, you are so precious to me, I love you, wedding ring emoji. Trying an old technique that creeps use online called love bombing. They basically overwhelm their victim with love to the point that they build a connection fast, and it's a blunder because little does bro know he's talking to a decoy. Schlepp fortunately got this man arrested, and if I'm fortunate, you'll like and subscribe right now. Next, you should give me $100 for my B-Day. White opens with a mistake, begging for money like that one homeless Squidward meme. Any sex chess player with decency wouldn't start a match asking for something unless it's an ELO donation. Black considers the request and asks, when's your B-Day, choosing kindness over potential victory like a respectful dumbass. This is text chess, not the charity match equivalent, blunder. White responds with Saturday, showing that there isn't much time left for Black to cook up a present, as it's under a week. If my guy doesn't have Amazon Prime, then White might be cooked, but this is an excellent move for trying to secure free loot. How old are you turning? 17? This mistake from Black gets them even closer to digging into their pockets and even further from checkmate. A better move would have been telling White you bought them a gift and then sending them a scam link. If they got mad, you could have just said it was only a prank. The drive response from White is yeah, getting even closer to free loot with a good move. The checkmate is getting closer by the minute. I'm turning 18 this year. Black gets back with a brilliant move by snapping out of their kind state and going off topic from getting White a birthday gift. They are finally moving in the right direction and gaining material. White then drops an insane bombshell in Antonio's 14, but he still wants to me. And I do not know Antonio, but this child needs to be placed in front of a trusted adult and educated on why this is wrong. To be honest, Roblox is at fault for not bleeping this out, but that rants for the end of this video. Blunder. Black sends a straight face, clearly needing time to evaluate what has just been said, which is a forced move. You can't just not be taken aback by this statement, which is surprising. At least White said no though, right? Would I go to jail if I let him? Okay, buddy, I think White should go to jail just for considering it. White plays an outrageous move on the offense and definitely takes time out of my red card and calls this game quits. We need someone like Schlepp to come and take this player away. Oh shit, Roblox took Schlepp away instead. Next, White makes sure the whole lobby knows I'm gonna come, but types it in all slightly readable Minecraft enchantment table language. This blunder definitely isn't a way to start the match unless you happen to be one of those YouTubers who do banned speedruns. Black replies with yes, and clearly this player has been through some shit because they are unfazed by White's attacking play and return a great move on the defense. Sometimes the best way to cope with players of that nature is to not give them any attention, and that's exactly the strategy Black is going for. I'm off. White plays another offensive move, but there is one fatal flaw, and it's that it is the exact same play, just on the other side of the board. Cut and off are the exact same thing, and Black has already defended it once, so why play it again? They're obviously not going to fall for this fool's mate. Blunder. Black replies, Ayo, with 8 O's, completely disproving me and giving White the perfect chance to play fool's mate. Giving players like White attention is like giving your street fight opponent a gun. It's basically self-sabotage. White seals the checkmate with I'm almost finished, checkmating the king in a beautiful style that you have to admire. I'll definitely be using this fool's mate strategy in the future, just not on a platform full of kids that do not care about them. Next, with 7 H's, asterisk, goes faster, asterisk. White opens with the bedroom gambit and traumatizes their opponent, and everybody's spectating the match right off the rip. This book move is common among high elo players to catch their opponent off guard, but is hated by the text chess community. Concerned, Black replies, "What the hell?" and they have made the exact same mistake our previous Black player made. They have given our strange person attention. White goes absolutely insane, saying asterisk goes everywhere asterisk, making me wonder one thing. In the entirety of Roblox, what is there that someone could possibly do this to? I mean, me personally, nothing gets me going like Seek from Doors, but on a serious note, my point still stands. A definite blunder. They then follow up with, "What color is your question mark?" taking things way too far on the offense, which should give them a criminal offense. Someone get this player on the ban list immediately. Asking this in a game like Roblox is just as bad as screaming it in a park full of minors, and nobody is going to change my mind on that. It'd probably be safer at a park because at least they have some people moderating. 2 NPCs watching the match go "Ayo" and "Nah what" before White decides to add even more blood onto their already bloody hands. Well, it probably isn't blood if you know what I mean. White asks, "Do you creep squirt question mark? Show me your please exclamation point exclamation point exclamation point lovey emoji." Thankfully, someone reports White to the admins of TextChess and the admins of Roblox. However, Roblox ignore them. Of course, TextChess banned them though, giving Black the win. 1 TextChess, 0 Roblox. Next, White asks, "Thoughts on my whip question mark before sending a Roblox car, and damn, it's a pretty nice car, I can't lie. I would drive around 10 out of 10, pretty tame and innocent so far, surely nothing bad happens next, right?" "Damn, exclamation point, nice AF, dot dot," is Black's response, complimenting the whip to give White the confidence they need to fully open up so Schlepp can gather some evidence. Good move. White responds, "Haha, thanks, TBH, I'd be down to around, period. I'm just wary because of your age, dot dot," showing us that they have morals to turn this down and resign the match, but are they gonna do that? Definitely not. Blunder. Black explains, "I've only made out so far, but I kinda liked it. What are you trying to do?" question mark on the offense, as the decoy is trying to get White to straight up say their intentions, which would be massive for evidence later. This great move is going to get some diabolical shit out of White and lead to their eventual checkmate. White replies, "I'm down to do whatever, your call man, dot dot," playing the smart game and not being specific about things in case it backfires on them later. Despite this being a pretty smart move, I'm still giving it an outrageous ranking because who in their right mind says they'll do anything with a minor? Same here, I'm open to whatever, dot dot dot. Black plays a brilliant move in response on the attack by forcing White to choose some crazy words come out of their mouth. These crazy words don't actually happen though, and something much worse is sent. White sends Black, who he knows is a minor, a video of him doing combos on another man. There are no words I can say other than criminal. Just like the other predators in this video, Schlepp and his team managed to get them arrested, which beckons the question, why is Roblox against him? The Schlepp situation has gotten way out of hand, so I thought this video would act to show just how messed up Roblox moderation system actually is. Comment #FreeSchlepp and watch the playlist that's about to come on screen.